channel, Smiley DRV. Whoo, child, stuff has been crazy. I don't even know where to begin, child. But
real quick story time. So I just got out of a 5-year fucking relationship. Been with somebody 5 motherfucking years. 1, 2, 3, 4 motherfucking 5. 5 motherfucking years. I devoted my time, my love, my patience, my everything to this little stinking motherfucker that I probably should have just listened to my instinct in the first place. And you know, sometimes you hear that voice inside your head that say, listen to that voice inside your head that says, okay, I should have said, because I didn't. And guess what? I wasted 5 fucking years of my motherfucking life. And I'm like, motherfucker, I am not in my fucking 20s anymore. Why the fuck would you want to waste my motherfucking time? Be fucking honest. Is that so fucking hard to do? Shit.
I don't know if you guys saw my last video. Y'all know I've been going through it. I am back at my house. Mr. Parker is no longer here. He used restraining orders and all that kind of crap just to break leases and steal shit and, you know, just generally be a douche. So I am back in the house, figuring out that situation, and all I'm going to say about that. I don't have much to say about that. Anyways, I would say I got done up, but I really didn't. I just did my eyebrows and threw some mascara on. It is Milk mascara. Look at that. It does so well. Because I didn't feel like putting on no falsies. I was debating whether I was going to do a makeup look today, but I'm not. Because I'm just not in the mood to do makeup. I have that little blemish guy right there. He just won't seem to part. But at least now I have access to my skincare and that type of stuff. So as long as I get back to my regimen, my skin should go back to being clear. But yeah, I just wanted to come on camera looking decent, just to be like, yeah, hey, life is crazy and I'm figuring it out right now. I don't my video schedule has always been every Saturday between like 12 and 1. And I don't know if that schedule is going to be consistent. The cat is down there. He's under my bed. I don't know if that schedule is going to be consistent now because I'm going through, like, Mr. Parker stole all of my cameras. He stole my computer, so I don't have access to my laptop. And I'm just basically right now doing everything off my phone, which I'm trying to get that sorted out because we had a plan together. And as far as I know, if he's not lying, he released my number. So I'm just waiting for them to release it so that I could not have to worry about that anymore, because I'm frankly at this point tired of being tiraded and controlled in every way possible. Because he's been breaking into my accounts, just doing all kind of crap. Which at this point I have no legal recourse to. My cat is noisy, y'all. Like, he's in his pooper, but it sounds like somebody's being murdered in there. I'm sorry. But yeah, like, I'm just over it. So I just wanted to come on camera, give you guys an update, which is not really an update because I have no idea what's about to go on. But I know that, like I said, depending on what goes on in the next couple of weeks, I will most likely be able to give you guys a direct, like, time and day that I'm gonna be making videos. But right now that's all up in the air because everything is crazy. So that's that. And because I know people are gonna ask, like, well, mentally, how are you doing? I'm all right. I'm just you know, you get to that point in a relationship where, especially like with my situation, where somebody is just doing stuff to you back to back to back to back to back to back to back, and you're just trying to like hold on to that little bit of sanity that you have left. That's where I'm at right now. Not even just that, but trying to just like not think about it and just go on with trying to fix things for me as much as I can the way that they are now, like separating, you know, him from my life, getting all my things back together, getting my living situation back together, just trying to do everything I can with him, you know, being X'd out of the picture. So that's where I'm at right now. But it seems like at every turn, he's trying to make things difficult. I don't even know why, because the issue in the relationship has been him. He's got, you know, his mental things, which is what is preventing him from being a husband in any fashion. Like, it's like every time we get some stability, he does this. So, and then like, it's not like, oh, you know, let's get divorced. It's always, he want to serve me some separation papers so that I'm married to him, but separated where he's not, you know, he's not a husband, but he's still got the title of a husband and the rights of a husband. And I'm just tired of it. So, and I don't know. I'm just in that space where I'm like, okay, what is the most logistic way for me to put a stop to all of this? Because I'm not going to stay married to somebody on paper. I'm just not. I wasn't going to do it in my first marriage, and I'm not going to do it in this one. And he was already told that when, you know, we went through some stuff in Ridgecrest last year, which I didn't go into great detail in that video that we did together, which was the last one we did together. Like, he tried to pull all this last year, but I was in a situation where I was away from family, like not close to anybody, didn't know anybody really in the town, didn't have any income, couldn't get any resources, and he was trying to pull this. I came back to San Diego for that purpose, and then you know, he made a lot of promises. Oh, I'm gonna get help, I'm gonna do this and so, and ain't done none of it except get some more VA money and take the hell off again. So I'm just done. I'm over it. I'm ready to do something else with my life besides constantly trying to give someone love that doesn't want love. It doesn't matter how much you pour into that person, how much you do for that person, how much you are there for that person. They are mentally unwell and they want to stay mentally unwell. And that's fine for him, but I'm not going to stay that. I'm not going to allow it to affect my life anymore. If he wants to stay like that, that's fine. That's his choice. But I'm not going to let it affect my life anymore. And I'm not going to keep waiting for somebody that is making a choice to stay that way, because it doesn't matter your childhood, what you've been through. At some point as an adult, you're making a decision to be the person that you're going to be, because I'm a living testimony of that. My childhood wasn't horrible, but it wasn't all roses, and I had a lot of traumatic things go on, and at some point I had to make a decision whether I was going to let that stuff affect me for the rest of my life, or I was going to get some therapy and get some help and move on. And I chose to get some therapy and get some help and move on and be a decent, productive, member of society. And other people don't want to make that choice, and that's fine for them. But when your choices are affecting my life, that's where we have a problem. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. In other news, like yeah, I'm just ready to go on, do other things, get back into whatever kind of workforce stuff I can do, because I have a lot of back issues. So chefing ain't it, and there's no jobs like that really anyway right now because of COVID, which is really sucks that like he chose this time, and it happens every year, because last year, it's kind of crazy. It's like every time there's like some kind of national emergency that we're a part of, or some kind of crisis, he like has some kind of mental breakdown and he does stuff. But like I said, that's fine. You want to keep doing that, that's fine, but you're not going to keep affecting my life with it. So that's when we have a problem, because it was the same thing last year. Like, we were in Ridgecrest, they had those earthquakes in Ridgecrest. It was a national disaster, and he was just being mentally unwell and stupid and making stupid decisions and doing stupid things that nobody else was doing or would even be thinking of to do in a national emergency. And we were fighting a lot, and he made the decision to do the things that he did, put in paper, took his name off the lease there in that apartment like 4 or 5 times, to the point I feel like even if I hadn't, made a choice to stay there, they weren't going to let us stay there, because he's just unstable and he wants to be that way. But like, it's just like, no, I'm over it. I'm done. And no, like, your heart doesn't just stop loving somebody, but that just doesn't have anything to do with love anymore, because a marriage, yes, idealistically, you should get married for love and love only, which is why, or love only, and like, that's idealistic. That's like idealistic princess bullshit, really, because marriages don't work when they're just based off love. You cannot just base love off of emotions, because sometimes you're not going to like that person. And I'm an example of that. And on top of that, I'm dealing with somebody that's mentally ill. So even without mental illness, like, you're not going to like that person all the time. You're not even going to love that person all the time. But you have to still be able to be in a partnership and a relationship when you don't like that person, and be able to handle things as an adult. And that's not what I've been dealing with. And I'm tired of it. I need someone on my mental level. And unfortunately, as much as I didn't even want to get married, like I told you guys in my other video, I got married for all the wrong reasons. I did it, and now I'm dealing with the consequences of it, when I should have walked away and I should have stayed away. Yeah, so marriages are about partnership and communication, and not just about an emotion, because emotions come and go. That's why they're called emotions. It's an emotion. It's an emotion for the minute, and then, you move on. But other than that, I'm mentally okay. I've always had my support system being family, friends, things like that. And I'm okay. Like, your heart, like I said, doesn't just stop loving somebody. And because it doesn't work like that. And I could sit here and lie all day and be like, I ain't thinking about him. I don't care about him. But it would be a lie. And we all know it would be a lie, because your heart just doesn't, the heart doesn't work like that. Not in somebody that's not crazy. So yes, I very much still have, even though like this has come to the point where he's had me arrested. Like, he's done showed completely out this time to where it could affect my life in other ways. But like, no, even with all that, you can't just turn off an emotion, and I'm mature enough to know that and to understand that. So as where my emotions are not where they're supposed to be, where it comes to him, like where I can't just turn it off like a water faucet, my head and the rest of me is like, no, fuck all that all I still love and all that. Like, this is now brain take over. Like, oh, your heart is stupid, and your heart is what is getting you into this, because you're trying to still, be human and show affection and love, and not be judgmental or, just turn on someone because they have wronged you, and kind of like that turn the other cheek thing. But I'm really done turning the other cheek. I can't do it anymore, because it's affecting my life and it needs to stop. So yeah, that's where I'm at mentally. I'm trying to get my medical stuff in order, because a lot of things, when you're married, are joint, including like I was on several of his insurances through the VA, through his work when he was working. So it's like all in the air, and I'm having to figure out that whole situation now of whether I can just go back to, you know, getting some stuff from the county that, you know, is just me by myself. So, and then I have every intention on going back to therapy, and it's not because I want to like work on my marriage or even care about it anymore. It's just so that I can mentally be well. Jeannie can mentally be well with, you know, not having anything to do with the marriage, but being able to talk about it and being able to get it out to where I'm not holding on to things, because like I said, I'm a very mentally well person, and I do believe very deeply in being your best mental self. So that is definitely going to get going, because I'm not a type of person that's going to sit here and let stuff just, I did that in my past and I'm over that. Sit here and let stuff just build up to where, like, no, I'm at no point ready to be in a relationship with anybody, and I'm not even divorced yet. So that's out. Not saying that, I don't know, I might be a thought. I think I've earned it. But I'm just joking, guys. But or maybe
So I got out of a 4-year abusive, manipulative, terrible relationship, and my first single summer is gonna be spent inside in the house.
I don't know yet, but I know, seriously, relationship wise, no, I'm nowhere ready for that. I would never dare to do that to a man, and I know that, like, I'm deeply hurt, and I was deeply hurt from my first marriage, and this is worse than that. So like, I have deep hurt to the point I couldn't even describe it to you guys. If you flat out asked me, I couldn't. So therapy is definitely happening, because I wouldn't dare, you know, even like want to be in my friendships or whatever the way that I feel right now. So that's I feel it's good that I'm even thinking, you know, that far ahead. But certainly as soon as my medical stuff is figured out, that's definitely happening, because I want to be mentally well, and I want to be able to function in my relationships, my friendships, just in general with people, like with associates, and be healthy and a good friend or a good daughter or a good whatever, and not be holding on to things. So yeah, that's where I'm at mentally. Booty Boo is is doing good. He's cried for a couple days because of some other stuff that went on. He was basically left in here for days, where I did not have access to him because there was a restraining order. And then, you know, I guess the people were told at some point that, you know, my ex was gonna come here and care for him. That did not happen. He was crying so loud at the door when I came here, like days later, that I didn't even know it was him. So as far as that goes, he's doing all right. He's doing better. He's not crying anymore. That took me a couple of days, and he's just been very much under me, which he's like, you know, he likes to be under me anyway, but not to the degree he's been lately. So we're still working on getting him to even sleep in his little carrier that he sleeps in, because, you know, that's routine for him. He's always been on the schedule. He's always had a routine, and stuff has messed him up, but he's doing good. He's not supposed to be in my room. He knows this, but because of everything that has gone on, I have given him a pass. We're like comforting each other, I guess. But yeah, so that's what's going on with that. He's just over there looking at himself in my mirror, in the mirror of the bed. He's obsessed with himself. Booty Bill. Booty Bill, where are you doing? And he's down there. He wants a little love. Booty Bill. He likes being in my chair, but he's shedding really bad. So I have to figure that out. How to get him shaved. I think I'm gonna have to ask a friend of mine to do it. But yeah, he's doing well. But yeah, love you guys, and see you on my next one.